Okay, round two. First one got interrupted by a phone call. Guys, welcome to Job 30. This is, you can tell I was already started into it. Uh, this is going to be another chapter in the discourse that Job is giving after his friends multiple times have responded to him and have, near the end there, openly attacked him, openly called him names. What was it? The last one, he just had a few verses. He had a very short speech, but he very specifically and openly attacked Job. And these are supposed to be his friends. They're trying to make it out like, oh, this is his fault. He's declaring quite clearly, this is not my fault. Something else has happened. So Job is now going into a long, drawn out discourse responding to these guys. In this particular chapter, he's going to very directly address the issues going on, what these guys are doing, and how they're talking to him, and he's letting them have it and letting them know that he knows what's going on. He knows what they're doing, and there's still another chapter, and then another one of his friends speaks. But so yeah, he's got a lot to say here, and we're going to get into this. It's very busy. I'm at the VA. I had to bring my dad to an appointment. It's very busy today. And people are just struggling to find parking spots, and they're really not doing a very good job of parking. You know, if one car is off in a parking spot, all the cars end up off. It's kind of funny. This poor guy over here, he's not going to be able to make it. There he goes. Now he's got it. Okay, let's get into this. Job 30. But now they mock at me, men younger than I, whose fathers I disdained to put with the dogs of my flock. Indeed, what profit is the strength of their hands to me? Their vigor has perished. They are gaunt from want and famine, fleeing late to the wilderness, desolate and waste, who pluck mallow by the bushes and broom tree roots for their food. They were driven out from among men. They shouted at them as at a thief. They had to live in the clefts and valleys, in caves of the earth and rocks. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they nestled. They were sons of fools, yes, sons of vile men. They were scourged from the land, and now I am their taunting song. So Job is saying he's below all these men who are least among men. All these who have lost their way, he's underneath them now. No, technically he's not. They are mocking him, but because he's referring to his friends, his quote-unquote friends. But he's still not below them. He just, from his perspective, he thinks he is. And now I am their taunting song. Yes, I am their byword. They abhor me. They keep far from me. They do not hesitate to spit in my face. Because he has loosed my bowstring and afflicted me. He, meaning God. They have cast off restraint before me. At my right hand the rabble arises. They push away my feet, and they raise against me their ways of destruction. They break up my path. They promote my calamity. They have no helper. He's talking about his friends and what they're doing to him. Verse 14, they come as broad breakers. Under the ruinous storm they roll along. Terrors are turned upon me. They pursue my honor as the wind, and my prosperity has passed like a cloud. And now my soul is poured out because of my plight. Job is pleading his case. Still, the days of affliction take hold of me. My bones are pierced in me at night, and my gnawing pains take no rest. By great force my garment is disfigured. It binds me about as the collar of my coat. He has cast me into the mire, and I have become like dust and ashes. I cry out to you, but you do not answer me. I stand up, and you regard me, but you have become cruel to me. He's talking to God. With the strength of your hand you oppose me. Again, this is Job's limited perspective. This is why he's saying this. You lift me up to the wind and cause me to ride on it. You spoil my success. For I know that you will bring me to death, and to the house appointed for all living. Surely he would not stretch out his hand against a heap of ruins, if they cry out when he destroys it. Have I not wept for him who is in trouble? Has not my soul grieved for the poor? Job is still pleading his case. But when I looked for good, evil came to me, and when I waited for light, then came darkness. Another reference to his friends. My heart is in turmoil and cannot rest. Days of affliction confront me. I go about mourning, but not in the sun. I stand up in the assembly and cry out for help. I am a brother of jackals and a companion of ostriches. My skin grows black and falls from me. My bones burn with fever. My harp is turned to mourning, and my flute to the voice of those who weep. Now, what's happening here, and what has been happening is, Job, from the perspective he can see from, which is very limited, he feels he is under attack by God. And there was one chapter where it kind of seemed like maybe he had a suspicion Satan was involved in this. But he's talking to God, crying out, pleading his case. He's like, Lord, I was this. I did all these things. I did so much following what your word said, what you wanted me to do, what your will was, being a blessing to others. But I now, in my situation, which the same situation those people were in, I now cannot find help. I cannot find a blessing. I cannot find rest. Why is it that I was this to other people, but now nobody is this to me? And he's justified in pleading this case. He's right. And God knows he is. But what's something interesting is going on here is all this stuff is coming out, and this situation is drawing all this out into the open from Job. See, there was a lot more in the first chapter and subsequent chapters talking about some of the issues that were going on and how it may have been much deeper than what even Job realized. Because his friends on multiple occasions seemed like maybe they knew more about what was going on in Job's house than he did. And they were blaming him that was happening, which is a great redirect tactic of somebody who's done something wrong. Job, it's your fault your kids were doing that stuff. Well, then why was he making intercession for him? See, narcissists love to do that redirect tactic. What's your fault? You're the problem. No, actually you are. You're not going to use that tactic here. But Job is pleading his case. He's been, at this point, is staying as far away from accusing his friends as he can, but is still making sure he lets it be known, I know what you're doing, and I don't agree with it. I hate it. And it's not right. And so what he's looking for, what he's desiring is, he's desiring for the same treatment that he gave to others to help others out. He's desiring that treatment to him, to come to him. He's desiring that he be treated and respected the same as what he has shown to others. He goes, I did this. Why can't I have this in return? Why can't this come to me also? And he's not finding that, because if his friends were really his friends, they would have done that for him, and yet they didn't. So Job is becoming very aware of what's happening. He's becoming very aware of what's going on. He sees what's going on. He's not happy about it, and I don't blame him. I wouldn't be either. But his friends have made a very grave error in assuming Job was just going to give up because he was weak. They're attacking him while he's weak. It's not going to work. Job has actually become more strong. God has used this as a situation to make him stronger. And so as this scenario unfolds, Job is learning more and more and more about himself and about his friends. And it's a good thing. It's a great thing. Because what he's going to end up doing, he's going to end up coming out the better at the end. And we'll see that when we get there. So guys, that was Job 30. Next video is going to be Job 31, where he finishes this particular discourse and continues to plead his case and to let his friends know he's very aware of what they're doing. Guys, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.